So while there's no practical reason to go to Zone E, there are some interesting unique items at play here. So we'll be able to see things like the hammer and the boat, which aren't used anywhere else in the entire game. Watch out for beetles that are hiding in bushes. You'll be able to see their eyeballs poking out, so you'll know where they're hidden if you're paying attention. Just carry a box with you at most times and you'll be able to duck inside for safety. We can find a star hidden in the boxes up here at the top. And then as we make our way down to the bottom, there is an acorn down here if you need to refill some health. So grab that flashing acorn, keep a box with you to defend yourself against the beetles that hide in the bushes, and there are a few things to be found in the bottom 2 rows of this pyramid of boxes, so once you clear those out, you can head through the door. In this area, you don't want to scroll the screen too far to the right or you won't be able to collect that 1 up. Remember, the screen only will scroll in one direction in this game, so once you go too far to the right, you won't be able to go back to the left. Over here, we're going to find a boat that will get us across this small section of water, but it feels like a missed opportunity, like we could have done something a lot more interesting with this boat. And then we'll find a hammer, which is a similar type thing. There's just this small section of rock that we need to use it to hammer through, and there's nothing hidden in those rocks. I've checked them all. The one nice thing about the hammer is that you can use it as a weapon, so you can use it to hammer these spring boxes on the other side. But it's just a strange item that only appears in this one small section of this optional zone. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the hammer maybe in some other zones. It might have been fun to use against some enemies. Maybe the programmers thought it was too good. This is the last section of Zone E, and this fulfills the quicksand requirement that was a mandatory part of every platformer game from this era. There's a few hidden stars above that enemy, and these bombs, if you hold them for too long, will blow up in your hands, so you're better off just using the boxes instead. We can get a 1-up star in this treasure box, and the only way that I found to get those last few flowers at the top is to have a second player throw you up there. If you touch this door, you'll automatically go in, but if you're careful, you can get an acorn that's on top of the box right above it on the right side. You gotta be real careful though. If you touch the door at all, you will go into the boss. The boss is some kind of strange electric fish, and you'll want to hit it with the ball 5 times. If you throw it when the fish is very low, you can get multiple hits on it. And that's probably a good idea, because if you let that fish get out of control, it can be one of the most difficult bosses in the game.